The episode opens with a rising sense of tension, the kind that hangs thick in the atmosphere before something dangerous breaks loose. Nick Newman begins the hour already on edge, pacing the hallway outside his office as he rereads a string of messages that confirm what he has suspected for days. Someone close to the family is hiding something. And though he tries to keep his temper controlled, anyone who knows Nick can see the storm behind his eyes. Because the person he is digging up dirt on is exactly who you think, Matt Clark, or rather Mitch Bacall, the resurrected nightmare who has reinserted himself into Newman's circles like a poison disguised as a charm. Nick's instincts have been screaming at him since the moment Mitch walked into their lives. His presence felt too convenient, too polished, too confident. And when Noah nearly fell into Mitch's emotional trap earlier, Nick knew he had to go deeper, even if it meant crossing lines he once promised he wouldn't. So as the episode unfolds, Nick begins hunting for evidence. Old arrests, hidden identities, secret financial trails. Anything he can use to expose Mitch publicly before he burrows any further into their family. But what Nick doesn't know yet is that while he investigates Mitch from the outside, Noah and Sienna are being drawn straight into a trap Mitch and his allies have quietly set. Noah, still emotionally fragile after his breakdown and the devastation in the hotel room, clings to Sienna for comfort, unaware she is keeping her own secrets. She tries desperately to guide him away from danger, but Mitch's shadow stretches far wider than she ever expected. Sienna receives a message that seems harmless at first. An invitation to clear the air with someone who claims to have information about Claire, about Aunt Jordan, about everything Noah has been desperately trying to understand. She wants to ignore it, but Noah, craving closure and terrified of slipping back into confusion, insists they go together. He believes this meeting might finally untangle the chaos around him. Sienna senses something wrong, but she cannot deny Noah when he begs her to come with him. They walk into the meeting spot, an abandoned, half-renovated building at the edge of the city, and the moment the door shuts behind them, everything feels wrong. The lights flicker, the air is cold, and there is no informant waiting for them, only silence. Sienna grabs Noah's hand, but before she can pull him out, the locks click shut. Noah realizes too late what has happened. They have been lured, trapped, isolated, and someone wanted them exactly here. Across town, Sharon faces her own battle with a man who knows exactly how to twist a knife and smile while doing it. Matt Clark stands in front of her with that smooth, infuriating confidence he perfected decades ago. The same confidence he used when he nearly destroyed her life the first time. Sharon knows the danger he represents, the physical danger, the psychological danger, the emotional danger. And yet she refuses to run. She refuses to be intimidated. She refuses to let him see the fear that flickers, even if only briefly, across her face. Sharon tries to keep the conversation calm, centered, rational, but every word Matt uses is sharp and deliberate. He talks about Noah's fragility as if it's a toy he can break. He mentions Nick with a smug amusement, fully aware Nick is digging. He circles around Sharon like a wolf who has waited years to sink his teeth back into familiar prey. Sharon stands her ground because she believes she has to, for her sons, for herself, for the family she has fought so hard to protect. But as she listens to Matt talk, she begins to realize something she hadn't fully understood until this moment. Matt isn't simply back. He has a plan. A long, carefully constructed plan. And Sharon's resistance is not slowing him down, it is exciting him. Her courage is admirable, but her instinct to confront him alone might be the one mistake she cannot afford. Matt leans in, lowering his voice, telling Sharon she has no idea how far things have already gone. He hints at leverage, at allies, at traps already sprung. And though Sharon keeps her face still, her heart begins to pound. Because if Matt is confident enough to taunt her like this, it means Noah is already in danger. And Nick's digging has likely triggered something darker, something violent, something irreversible. The episode begins to tighten like a drawn bow. Nick discovering a new clue that points toward Mitch fabricating an entire false identity. Noah realizing the trap around him is not just physical but psychological. Sienna trying to break the door open as she screams for help, and Sharon finally feeling the hair on her arms rise as Matt whispers something that makes her feel cold all the way to her bones. The final moments are the most chilling. Sharon reaches for her phone to warn Nick, but Matt blocks her path with a look that freezes her in place. Noah grabs Sienna as footsteps echo toward them from the shadows of the trapped room. And Nick, finally uncovering the one file that proves Mitch has been living under multiple stolen identities, realizes that whatever is happening, whatever is unfolding, is happening right now.